Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, if you haven't turned on your AC yet this spring, you probably will tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 90s. So I just want to talk about 5 things that you can try if you turn on your AC and you have no cold air. 5 things you can try before you call your contractor. So the first thing I would check is the thermostat. Walk up to your thermostat and make sure it's at least on. If it's not on, change the batteries. If it's still not on, then we'll talk about the disconnect at the furnace. But if that doesn't work, then you might have a problem. So the other thing about the thermostat, this might sound obvious, but if you have your thermostat set at 76 degrees and it's 75 in your house, your air conditioner is not going to come on. So make sure your set point is lower than the current temperature. All right, so if our thermostat's working great, or at least we think it is, we want to head down to the electrical box. And we want to find the AC, and we want to find the furnace, and make sure we haven't flipped a breaker. All right, so if our breaker box looks good, the next thing I would check is the furnace switch. It looks like a little light switch. Looks like this. Make sure that's flipped on. If this is off, that could also be the reason the thermostat didn't have power. So if that's good and looks great, the last thing we want to check is the filter, which is going to look like this probably, or you might have a thicker filter, but it's going to be on the ductwork coming into the furnace, just like this. And if your filter is really dirty, what that does is it slows the air down to your furnace and your air conditioning coil, and it'll freeze your coil, and then obviously it'll stop your air conditioner. And if you don't have an extra filter handy, don't worry about it. Just pull the one you have out now and try to run it, and let it run for a while and see if it can unfreeze the coil. And if it does, then you just need a new filter. But leaving it out for a few minutes to run, or 15 minutes, won't hurt anything. All right, so that's it. If you went through all those steps, there actually may have been like 6 or 7, I lost track, but if you went through all those and still have no air conditioning, then it's time to call your contractor. And if you need help finding the best one, let me know and I'll get you hooked up.